In this video, my inner Call of Duty fanboy is gonna come out, but every year, everyone will always hate on the newest Call of Duty. When Advanced Warfare came out, everyone hated on Advanced Warfare. When Infinite Warfare came out, everyone hated on Infinite Warfare. When Modern Warfare 2019 came out, a lot of people hated on Modern Warfare. But as years go by, these Call of Duty games age like fine wines, where they get better with time. Look back at World War II and Call of Duty Ghosts. There's a lot of people that hated those games as they were the current Call of Duties, but now that time has progressed, people look back and say, hey, you know what? Those aren't as bad as we all thought originally. And it's the same with every single Call of Duty. With Cold War and Modern Warfare 2019, give it 3 or 4 years, everyone's gonna look back at Cold War and Modern Warfare and be like, you know what? Those two games, other than skill-based matchmaking, actually really good. And Call of Duty, at least based off of experience from me and how the community reacts to older games, is like a saying that I know. And that saying is, even when pizza is bad, it is still good, which is completely true. And now I'm gonna get super literal talking about pizza here, but we all love pizza and we all know what fantastic pizza is, but we've all from time to time had those frozen pizzas that we get from our grocery store, and even then those still aren't bad. And Call of Duty is the exact same. Even when Call of Duty is bad, it's still good to some aspect. It's not perfect and it's not going to be a great game, but every Call of Duty has redeeming aspects about it. So even when the game isn't well received, like Infinite Warfare, there are still good things about it that people enjoy. Now that's coming from a Call of Duty fanboy, so some people might have differentiating opinions, and if you do so, comment section down below. I want to look at the bigger picture. Is Call of Duty actually that bad? We'll look at some of the best examples of Call of Duty games and contrast them to some of the worst. And I want to start off with the worst. Personally, in my experience, the worst 3 Call of Duties are Black Ops 4, Infinite Warfare, and Advanced Warfare. And it has nothing to do with the advanced and futuristic themes of these games. It's just what went wrong in these games. Now, Infinite Warfare, great movement system for advanced movement. Probably the smoothest and most well thought out advanced movement system in Call of Duty to date. What kills it is the theme of the game. The guns, the atmosphere, the locations, the score streaks. Nothing feels like Call of Duty in that game. Even zombies feels a little slightly disconnected from zombies, other than like the perk systems and the mystery box and Easter eggs. Everything else is very not Call of Duty like. Even as good as the Infinite Warfare campaign was, it still doesn't feel like a Call of Duty game at its core. Now let's look at Advanced Warfare. It's the same thing. It feels more like a Titanfall game than a Call of Duty game. Even though campaign, once again, really good, and I really enjoyed the Advanced Warfare campaigns, and surprisingly it's one of my favorite in the franchise, doesn't feel like Call of Duty. Even zombies. This is probably the most disconnected zombies from Call of Duty to date. It feels like a random studio tried to make their own version of Treyarch zombies, which is really what Sledgehammer did, but it didn't even carry over any of the Call of Duty feel into this game. And then Black Ops 4. Deviated from the health system we've been running in multiplayer for a long time and made the multiplayer play more like Overwatch than Call of Duty, which is why a lot of people didn't like it, because everything in multiplayer and even in zombies was all timer based rather than multiplier or score based, and the health system wasn't fun. If you wanted a Call of Duty like experience in Black Ops 4, you had to play hardcore no matter what if you wanted to get that taste. The rest of it felt like a hero shooter, and honestly, Black Ops 3 tried hero shooters before, didn't really work out for Black Ops 3, so I don't know why they would try it for Black Ops 4. But these negatives being said, these games still had good things about it. As I said, the campaigns in Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare. The zombies in Infinite Warfare, as disconnected as it was from a normal zombies game, it was still incredibly enjoyable. In Black Ops 4, we had Blackout, and zombies in Black Ops 4, as controversial as it was, I really enjoyed. So even though these games are my most disliked Call of Duties of all time, they still have some really redeeming qualities that make them good even when they're bad. And for Advanced Warfare multiplayer, honestly really fun for the first little bit. I got to Prestige 10 and then kind of got disinterested with Advanced Warfare and went back to play Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3 at the time. But even then, it was still really refreshing to play a brand new thematic game in the Call of Duty franchise. Now, if you look at some of the best games in the franchise, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, COD 4, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, the golden era Call of Duties, these games are just incredible. If you guys watch The Act Man, he's made so many really good in-depth videos on why each one of these games is really good. And even on the videos he made, like why is Modern Warfare 3 so mediocre, there is still so many things he shares in his videos that says Modern Warfare 3 is incredible in these areas, but doesn't succeed in others. There is always good redeeming qualities to Call of Duty, as I said, but I feel like it's just a popularity thing to hate on the current Call of Duty. And it's almost like people do it on purpose because it's the quote-unquote cool thing to do. No one wants to like something that everyone else likes, so I'm gonna hate the main thing that everyone's enjoying and be different from anyone. I'm quirky though. That's kind of like the mental state that I feel like a lot of these people are in, where they just outright say, hey, Call of Duty, absolutely dog shit this year. Cold War, worst COD I've ever played. Well, I agree. Cold War does have a lot of issues, but there's still a lot of things that are good about Cold War that make the game interesting and entertaining. Same thing when Modern Warfare 2019 was the current COD. A lot of people didn't like Modern Warfare's multiplayer. I loved it. I had a lot of fun. There's still a lot of good things in it with the game. It's just people trying to differentiate themselves from other people instead of enjoying the game and enjoying the experience. And Call of Duty's never been perfect. There has never been a single Call of Duty that hasn't had a whole handful of issues. Even the fan favorites like Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 2 all have their own issues. And I just don't understand why people are so quick to hate on these things. Yes, they do deserve critical criticism, especially because we are the consumer. We have to voice our opinions to enact change in some of the things that we consume, because that's how the economy works, and that's how making a product works. If Call of Duty just consistently made games that didn't function whatsoever for the entire year, people would stop playing them. So because we have influence on the game, and of course it has to be big issues that they hear lots of feedback about. They're not just going to go on Twitter, read one subtweet of one person who has a minuscule problem with some weird vague thing in the game. That's not going to change the game. It's when everyone comes together and voices their opinion. For example, when the MG82 was put into Warzone, most overpowered weapon we've seen in a long time. Everyone was voicing their opinion on it. Everyone was saying, hey, can we please nerf this? And they did nerf it. And there are things that we don't even talk about that they will fix themselves. So there's all these factors that go into Call of Duty, whether that's main issues that are appearance on launch or issues that are voiced by the community. Call of Duty, 9 times out of 10, will fix them eventually. It might not happen right away. In some cases, it doesn't happen for months, but eventually it does get changed. Now, in a perfect world, we would never have these issues in the first place, and that's where a lot of people will start to dislike games in general, because there's a big issue that makes the game unplayable or takes the fun away from this specific aspect that someone subjectively likes, so they start to hate the game. And you have more and more people that are exactly like this, and you have more people saying the game is absolutely horrible. And as I said, critical criticism, perfectly okay. It's also perfectly okay if you subjectively don't like something. But I don't think any single Call of Duty has been bad from the very start. I think there are some better Call of Duties and there are some worse Call of Duties, but there is not a single Call of Duty in history that I would say is a bad game overall. My least favorite Call of Duty of all time is Infinite Warfare, and even though on a Call of Duty tier list I would have it in my F tier, it's not a bad game. I just personally and subjectively don't like it, but I can see objectively how there are good things about the game. I just don't enjoy them myself, which is another thing that happens with a lot of people. They don't know the differentiation between subjective and objective. And if you're one of those people, we're gonna do a quick school lesson. Subjective is your own opinion, and it's your preferences put into your opinion. Objective is how something is without bias. A super basic example of this is, does a hammer work? Can you put a nail into the wall with the hammer? If so, then that hammer is objectively good. In Call of Duty terms, does Call of Duty excel and do the things that it's supposed to do as a Call of Duty with a multiplayer experience, zombies, and all that stuff? And does it function? Objectively, sometimes that answer is yes, but I don't think objectively the answer for Call of Duty has been this thing is bad. Now there's small things overall in games that are objectively bad, but nothing makes the Call of Duty experiences overall objectively bad. Making this video, I've gone through every single Call of Duty and have looked at them and thought about the pros and cons objectively of each game. And even though there are some games that have a lot of objective cons, there has always been more pros than cons in every single game that I've objectively looked at. Now, I could make like an hour-long video going through every Call of Duty from COD 4 to Cold War, and I could list all these pros and cons objectively and then add my subjective viewpoints at the end of that, but that would just take way too long. I think if you guys do the same, even if you don't even do it to the extent that I did, but if you just think of like a game like, oh, Modern Warfare 3, it was an average Call of Duty. Some people really like it, some people don't like it, but objectively, what's good and bad about it? And then boom, you have your Call of Duty, is it good or bad? Now there's going to be some people in the comment section that go straight to their keyboard the second that this video started, and they're typing Call of Duty has never been good because they think they're these cool edgy kids who probably just finished playing Fortnite for 3 hours straight. And of course there's going to be those who haven't played Call of Duty for a long time and they're brand new to the franchise, and maybe Modern Warfare, Warzone, or Cold War were their first Call of Duty games, and based off of their single experience with these few Call of Duties that have been out recently, and if their answer is Call of Duty is bad, they don't have the previous knowledge and experience playing decades worth of Call of Duty to have a solid opinion. And that's not me saying that their opinion is invalid because they haven't played COD forever, but they don't have the experience that a lot of COD OG players have. So us OG players get upset and frustrated when people that have played Call of Duty for a year or two and they just say that they dislike Call of Duty and that it's bad, but they can't say Call of Duty as a whole is bad. Sure, they might not like it themselves, but they also don't have the means to say that every Call of Duty in history was bad. I think mature people and people that have greater understandings than just surface value, they all know that even if they are playing these new Call of Duty games for the first time in franchise history, and Cold War is their first game ever, if they don't like Cold War and they have the proper problem-solving skills, they're gonna go back and be like, okay, I don't like Cold War, but I can't unfairly judge Call of Duty as a whole because I've had one game out of, I think there's like 18, there's almost 20 Call of Duties that have been released at this point. So they are quite literally playing only 5% of what Call of Duty has to offer in general. And those people know that they can't make unfair statements, but over like literal conclusion, and this is a fact, Call of Duty has never been completely bad in history at all. And that's coming from someone who hasn't been enjoying Call of Duty for a long time. Now, to give context, ever since Advanced Warfare, I really haven't had an extreme amount of fun in Call of Duty. Black Ops 3 Zombies was a lot of fun, but it didn't last very long, and that was kind of an outlier because zombies I see a little bit different from the multiplayer experience. But multiplayer experience wise, the last time I had a lot of fun was COD Ghost, and then we had Advanced Warfare to Black Ops 4, and Call of Duty was mediocre in that time frame for me. And then Modern Warfare 2019 is where I started to really enjoy Call of Duty again, hence me uploading a lot of Call of Duty videos now if you like go and look back at my channel history. But me saying that Call of Duty has never been bad is still my subjective opinion. However, objectively, I also noticed that there are a lot of Call of Duties that have been negative and just haven't been well received, but even then, they haven't been inherently bad like everyone says they are. Now, there's going to be a lot of people that are watching this video that are going to let their subjective opinions, it's quite literally going to be the facts don't care about your feelings argument. And there's going to be a lot of people that have never liked Call of Duty that they're going to be like, oh, this guy says Call of Duty's never been bad. They're going to get upset about it, just how it goes. Once again, let me know in the comment section your guys' opinions. It might get a little hostile down there, but let's try to keep it respectful and keep in mind that we're talking subjective opinions, boys. Let's go. Let's use the dome piece. I believe in you. But yeah, we'll have some conversations down below. I really want to see what you guys have to say on this topic. Do you guys agree that Call of Duty has never been inherently bad, even though there's been some major issues within the franchise history, just like every franchise out there? But yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy, dislike if you didn't, subscribe for more videos in the future, and if there is one, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.